Welcome to 2023's Top 10 Comic Book Covers. Fans, this is week number 4, and this is sponsored by Mutant Beaver Comics. Find out later on how you can save 10% off of your entire purchase. Guys, I'm Mike Spider Slayer. Welcome back to Comic Book Corner 2.0. This is the video series where each and every week I share with you my top 10 favorite comic book covers of the week, and you get to vote on your favorite. And we do this week in, week out, and of course, by the time we get to the end of the year, you will have that final say on which comic book cover gets the all-important title of Comic Book Cover of the Year. So here we go. Let's kick it off with the winner of week number 3, and you guys hated the short version, but I had no choice. I just did not have any time. And the winner wound up going to Strange issue 10, the NetEase Games variant, an absolutely gorgeous cover. We move on now to number 10. And number 10 this week, it goes to Blue Beetle Graduation Day issue 3, cover C incentive, 1 in 25. Cuckoo cardstock variants. I don't even know if I said that right. Pretty awesome cover here with Blue Beetle kind of in action. He's got his gun all morphed up, ready to go to shoot somebody there. He's just very intense. Electricity flying all over the place. I thought it was a pretty badass looking cover and worthy of that 10th spot this week. So if you guys want to see it move on, you gotta vote in the comments section below. No more than 1 vote per person. You gotta put it in the description or in the comments section below for it to count. And if you don't like any of the top 10 comics I provide here for you today, you can always write in your own. So let's move on with number 9. And number 9 goes to Creepshow. This is issue 5, Chris Burnham main cover. It's pretty cool. You know why? Because it's got the spinner rack in there, man. You guys all remember the spinner rack, at least the old guys like me that had these freaking comic books inside of them, whether they were in drugstores or in grocery stores or even in your comic shop itself. But here we got a little girl and we got the Creepshow guy looking at, comic books there, and it's on a spinner rack. That's pretty freaking awesome there. So if you want to see this win, make sure you vote in the comments section below. Moving on to number 8, we have the Amazing Spider-Man issue 18, the Sabine Rich variant A. It's a nice cover with Felicia on here, cityscape in the background. Obviously, she's holding some kind of jewelry in her hand because she just stole it. And then on top of it, she's giving you this nice looking look with her backside to you. And I love the flowing hair there. This is a very penciled sketch type of cover, not like the computer generated images that you see today. So I appreciate the talents there. Great looking cover. Moving on to number 7, this is Detective Comics issue 1068, cover B done by In-Hyuk Lee. This is the cardstock variant. This is a weird cover, man. At first I was like, oh, is this really a Batman cover? Because it's all red and everything, and if you don't actually see Batman's bat symbol, you would think it was something else. Maybe something from Daredevil or whatnot, but that bat symbol obviously confirms it. The title obviously confirms it, but here you got some werewolf creature clawing at his freaking chest there. Looks like it hurts. Moving on to number 6, we have Infernal Girl Red. This is issue 1. I like this cover. Now look at it closely here as you get to see Infernal Girl Red there holding up her hand, and she's got the beam and the power coming out of it, and there's all this explosion stuff coming out all over the place. But if you look in the distance in the shadows, right, we get to see the red eyes in the background. So there's something looming, much more menacing, that's looking upon our hero there. I love the font where it says Infernal Girl Red as well. And I'm looking forward to this comic also to see what it has to offer. Top 5 now. We have Punchline, the Gotham Game issue 4, cover C done by Warren Lowe. This is the cardstock variant. Punchline looks great here, man. I love the little purple background in there. I love how she's up close and personal. It's giving you that little smirk. And she's got the dagger in her hand. You know, she's up to no good there. Love the eyes, as I always say that each and every week when a character's facial expression can draw you to the comic book itself. I think that is definitely a plus. Great looking cover here by Warren Lowe. The man can't do wrong. Coming in at number 4, we have Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2, Issue 2, the Rico variant. This is a great cover. I'm not a huge Power Rangers fan, guys, so I'm not reading this series, but this cover is absolutely awesome as you get to see Raphael and you get to see the Red Ranger back to back with each other, and one has his side draw and the other one has his sword drawn. You get to see explosion in the background, and they just look like they're gonna kick ass and take names here. Great looking cover. Love the detail that goes into the characters here. Definitely a worthy cover this week. Moving on to the top 3, there's some beauties coming up here, and this one goes to Action Comics issue 1051, Cover L, Warren Lowe Virgin variant. This cover is gorgeous. I know a lot of us saw this cover a long time ago, but I have a feeling that a lot of these cover artists out there are going to have a field day with Power Girl this coming year, and it's starting nice and early here. Warren Lowe does a gorgeous cover with Power Girl here. Again, look at those eyes. I know there's other things to look at there, but look at how it draws the reader with those big blue eyes, that blonde hair. Obviously, the 2 other things going on in that cover is gorgeous too, but man, let me tell you, it was a showstopper when I saw it, but it's not my favorite. So let's move on to number 2. And number 2 goes to Sins of Sinister, issue 1, the Care Andrews variant A. Now, the reason why I love this cover so much is that this is how comic book covers were before we got all these pin-up and babe covers and things like that, right? It was just pure solid art with a lot of characters on the pages and a lot of details that went into them, and this just reminds me of 90s comic books, right? I mean, everything about it. You just have Rogue on the front cover, who's a gorgeous gorgeous character to begin with, but then you got all the surrounding covers, right? You got Wolverine, you got Psylocke, Archangel is a pretty awesome looking character at the time as well. And then you go into the, where it's a direct edition and you look in the box and you see Spider-Man in there. And then you look at the Marvel Comics logo and you see all the little heads in there. It just reminds me of old school comics and how covers used to be. And that's why I had to represent this in the top 10 comic book covers this week. All right, guys. So before we hit number 1, I gotta give a shout out to Mutant Beaver Comics. They're a global in exclusive variants with over 3,000 listings in their store. They ship worldwide on a daily basis, and they offer top-notch customer service. They also have great packaging, second to none. Your stuff will not come damaged. And if you use my discount code CORNER10, not only can you save 10% off of your first purchase, but you can save every purchase after that. So don't miss out on those exclusive comics, guys. MutantBeaverComics.com. All right, so here we go. Number 1 for the week. I don't normally do this, but it's off of the same comic book, and this goes to Sins of Sinister, issue 1, the Art Germ variant, with Emma Frost on it. Oh my gosh, this cover I thought was much more classy than the Power Girl cover, and the detail is much better in this cover, in my opinion, right? When you look at Emma sitting there, you're just like, man, she has this look on her like if you mess with her, she is going to royally kick your ass. And oh my god, it's gorgeous. She's got this like throne that's made out of crystal or whatever it is. But again, you look at the detail in her costume. You got the wrinkles, the muscle definition. You can see the muscle definition through her gloves, just her hair, just everything about it. The cloak, great. A+ cover right here for me. Wouldn't be surprised if this is like comic book cover of the year. That's how I feel about that one. So there you guys have it. There are my top 10 comic book covers. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. I need every vote in that comment section below. And of course, guys, if you love my content, I'm going to leave you more content right here. In fact, this is my latest episode of After the Poll, and you get to see how I feel about all the comic books I read for this current week. So as always, guys, keep buying, keep collecting, but most importantly, always read your comics. Guys, I'll see you real soon. Bye.